Charlamagne Tha God celebrity interviews have catapulted him to pop culture fame. He's also a New York Times best-selling author and recently released his second book, Shook One. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, I've read this book, and he just was saying before we went to break, he said, I'm not an expert in anything, don't have any letters behind my name. But I'll tell you what, this book is written from the heart, and it is very insightful. And there's a lot of inspiration in this book because the universe rewards action, and this is a guy that has taken action and is doing something about it. So,
thank you, Dr. Phil. I promise my check will clear.
Yeah, I promise. You mentioned that a great example. You mentioned that a great example of how fear of failure can get in the way of success is the interview that you did with Kanye. Tell me about that.
Yeah, because I feel like we were just overthinking the situation. You know, you have two people, I guess, who want to always have control and always looking for the right time to do something, but you know, there never is a right time to do something. You either do it or you don't. And so, like, we taped this interview back in early April of this year, and we held on to it forever, but I do believe in the universe, you know, working things out in our favor, because when he finally did put the interview out, it was May 1st. May 1st was the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, he went to TMZ and wilded out on the same day, but I still feel like I still feel like it worked out and it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah. There's a quote in your book. You say, "There's no question the stress I experienced as an African American, especially a poor one, growing up in the South, has directly led to my issues with anxiety." And talk about that a little bit.
Well, I mean, I think it's just a different level of anxiety that comes with being black in America. That's why I call it being blackanoid, because you're black and paranoid in America. Like, if I get pulled over, if I get pulled over by the police, you know, I'm thinking about a whole different set of circumstances other than whether I was speeding, whether I moved into a different lane. Like, I'm just like, am I going to get shot today? Like, that's honestly my mindset. Now, I don't know if it's exaggerated because of the fact on social media there's so much social engineering going on and you see these videos over and over of unarmed black men getting killed at the hands of the police, but whatever it does, it doesn't do anything good for me and my anxiety.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, but how has fear helped get you where you are today, though?
Well, I feel like I use the fear as fuel because I don't have any other choice. Like, you know, I got a homegirl, her name is Kay Fox, and, you know, she sent me this acronym one time, and it was FEAR. And it was face everything and rise, or fear everything and run. Now, I'm totally aware that I have friends and I know people who have paralyzing anxiety to where they can't even leave the house when they have panic attacks, you know. Right. When I have panic attacks, I get so scared that I gotta go do something. Yeah. You know, and like I think about how when my father used to tell me if I don't change my lifestyle, I'm gonna end up in jail, dead, or broke sitting under the tree. I literally would have panic attacks thinking about one of those three options happening to me. And when they really did start happening to me, like, you know, I actually did start going to jail, or people around me that I knew actually did start getting killed, or, you know, people I used to look up to were really broke sitting under the tree, that scared me into just going to do something. So I worked mad odd jobs. I worked at Taco Bell, got fired after only 2 weeks by my sister, who was the manager.
I got fired from A&W root beer stand, so don't feel bad. I was fine till they put us on skates, and then I was screwed.
Oh, got you.